NASCAR is known as the biggest American motorsport in the country, and that is true, but when you overlook the tacky gimmicks like the playoffs and the constant need for it to be the American F1 with tracks like Coda Mexico, NASCAR is an absolute shit show. The sport is constantly making L's after L's. A few days ago, we had the absolute clownery that was the NASCAR 25 Creator Series, which Carson Hocevar just fucking dipped. Then we have Xfinity, where Connor Zilisch got basically robbed of a title, and then in Cup. Phoenix was a decent race, except for the finish. If there was no playoffs, that would have been a solid race, and then the shit tires basically killed the hopes of Denny Hamlin winning the championship, and it all goes back to the playoffs. The finish was single-handedly the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix of the sport of NASCAR. I'm not going to comment on if Larson was a deserving champion or not, because I still haven't formalized my thoughts. What makes this shit so polarizing is that with the full season points, Larson does win the title, but Denny Hamlin was most deserving of this race win. If NASCAR wants to stick with the playoff format, they fucking need to get their shit together. How does it make sense for Kyle Larson, who I don't even know led laps at Phoenix, win over Denny Hamlin, fucking leading the most laps out of this race, lose? This was a storybook ending. The fucking best performance I've seen out of a championship race. Lose. A 60-win career, no championship at all. He probably should have had this shit long ago, but no, the playoffs have screwed this man up more times than I've crashed on a sim racing game. Denny Hamlin had everything, and then a caution late into the race ruined everything. A simple flag, a color ruined this man's whole year. This is where the playoffs ruin someone. If you go into a weekend and you're one out of 4 drivers who have the thought that you can win a title, a NASCAR Cup Series championship, something that puts your name on a trophy for eternity, and then you fucking lose, no not lose, dominate this one race, and then you lose it all to a fucking late race caution for someone's tire going down. That shit would make me retire. I'd disappear into the woods and never be seen again. Denny Hamlin has every reason to crash out next year. At least with the full season points, it doesn't play psychological war crimes. Denny Hamlin got Lewis Hamilton. I now see why Hamilton fans are salty about Abu Dhabi 21, except now everyone's on the side of the guy who got robbed. And it's not like this is Larson's first title. He's not some young underdog. No, he's part of one of the biggest NASCAR teams. So there's nothing to make up in that regard. Hamlin should have won this. This is going to be the thing that keeps him up at night. What will be the what could have been of his life. And if he never wins that title, 2025 is going to be the 4 digits that haunt him forever till the day he dies and leaves the world. 2025 is going to be the digits that will never leave his mind. Hey guys, I see you haven't commented for something funny for me to read. You haven't clicked that like button, haven't you? I know you. Go comment and like before it's too late. If you don't, you'll find a wild Lance troll under your bed tonight. Now like, comment, and subscribe while you're at it. Alright, I'll go. See ya. You can watch whatever you're watching before. NASCAR is constantly getting flack from other motorsports fans, and it's very obvious why. The only thing is people are talking about, oh, you're only turning left, but NASCAR is getting flack from its fans by the own hell it created, that is the playoffs. And I have a fucking idea that NASCAR won't get off their fat asses and change the format because, like Jet MDK pointed out, the format has been going on its clown car for 11 years. So the one thing NASCAR has been nagged on by its fans was abandoning the playoff format because of its shit nature, of how it manipulates the driver's mind and ruins their whole season, and how the slightest tiniest thing can ruin your whole career and leave a stain that will never be washed off in someone's life. NASCAR has to remove the playoff format. It's unacceptable. I have no clue on why NASCAR is being stubborn and not removing it to go to full season, but I'm pretty sure I heard this in an LA Productions video back in 2024. But one of the main reasons why NASCAR won't remove it is because it would undermine the 11 champions from the playoffs. It would be an admission that what they created was ass, and NASCAR is not willing to change. Some of their fans aren't willing to change either. It would simply be humiliating for NASCAR to change the format, but they need to realize that us fans, me and you, will applaud them for changing it. Admitting their mistakes, simply getting Steve Phelps to say the playoffs are bad and not be stuck up his ass would be life-changing for some fans. NASCAR needs to get their shit together, and it's simple as that.